Mwai. Ningina chenu. Me da so me won kwantia. Ena tumu.
Yeah.
This far.
Oh yeah. Man, I just love the song any day. You've got a beautiful voice as well.
Thank you.
What inspired the song? Have you got scars? Okay, you said if you had scars.
If I had scars on my face.
I just thought about it. Or you have scars that are not visible.
We have invisible scars from
you
our
do?
battles.
Wow.
And all the things God has brought us through. So it's a blessing not to see them with our physical eyes, but you can say that there are things that happen and they remind you of a specific thing, and you know that this was supposed to take me away.
What inspired the song?
Life. I keep saying, Fifi, life. Life happens to everyone. Life happened to me. And out of it all, I realized that all my problems may not be gone. Actually, our problems can never be gone, because Jesus said that in this world you face trials, but behold, I have overcome the world. But the beautiful part is that I am still here. What was meant to kill me couldn't kill me. Maybe it came to make me stronger. And I will say that the same thing that killed somebody didn't kill me. The same water that choked somebody and killed the person, I choked on it. I struggled, but I'm still here. The same labor ward you went to and came back with your life and your child or your children, somebody went and didn't come back. So even if you came back with some 1 or 2 issues of life, like me, we look at the bright side. So this far is just a reminder of everything I've been through, every of the pains I have seen in life. Not to leave me at that point of bitterness, but to move me to a place of gratitude.
Oh, wow.
That's what I do with this far.
So you sat down one day, thought about life issues, and you decided that, let me write a song out of it.
Not just one day. What has happened to me is that my everyday life has become like a series movie to me. That's what I think. So this far didn't come one day. I got that side on a day. I've gone to drop off the kids at school. On my way, I just think of another thing, and I'm like, because I'm only thinking of the bus I missed. This is what you would think. I missed the bus, and that's it. But you won't see it as a blessing until you have seen the same bus in an accident.
Oh boy.
So it's not just a day. It was just a series, and that's what's happening to me now. That's my life now. And I've decided to live in continuous gratitude to God. Right. Because we feel entitled to so many things that we are not entitled to. I am not entitled to this life I have. He just dashed me the breath. I've seen people struggling even with help to breathe, but I'm still here.
Praise God. Irabna is my guest this morning on Up Close. What's your full name?
My full name is Vida Irabna Ohene-Asare.
Wow.
Yeboah.
Okay.
It didn't do so I choose which one to use at a point in time.
Oh, really? Vida. Wow. What does Vida mean?
Life.
Oh, wow.
Simple.
Life has been happening to you, huh?
Can you say that again?
Oh, wow. So someone asked me, this lady Rabna, she feels fresh and new in the music industry. And I said, no, hold on a second. I mean, she's been around for a while. Can we go back? How did this all start for you?
It started like a challenge. I wanted to show our choir master that I can sing.
Oh.
I was 9 years. I went to join the church choir. My father is a pastor. And they call her Sister Fifi. Sister Fifi said I was too young to join the choir. My other sister was in there. My Mifa was in there. Sister Fifi was in there. And they rejected me because I was too young. So the next week, my dad wasn't around. And the pastor that was around, I said, Pastor Chris, I want to sing solo. It was to show them that I can sing, even though I was a kid. And they gave me the opportunity to sing. And I think that day I sang one song from the trio, Daughters of Glorious Jesus. And at that point of my life, I was just a kid showing off. And that's the stepping stone, and it's been my life ever since. Because from that day, so I started as a soloist that day. So I sing because I was singing in Sunday school choir and all that. But to go out on my own, that was when I was 9 years old.
Wow.
And from that time, I've been singing as young as I was. My father would put me on the posters with my jeans coat on the poster.
Oh, really?
On the poster at that age. But in 2003, I realized something changed in my life because we sing songs. But when I sing somebody's song, by the time I know, I'm singing extensions that are not part of the song. And mommy back at hey, so that's all we were doing. I thought I was doing. But for a moment, I realized that the songs made sense. And because I was grown a bit up in life and a bit of life had happened to me, the things I was saying made sense to me. So it was one, and I didn't have plans of going to professional music or anything like that. But I was just there one day and I heard on the radio one Mrs. Akoto, her song was playing and Nasi was singing, and that voice got me. And I looked for the cassette. That time it was cassette. And I took the cassette and I called him. And I said, Nasi. And he picked it himself. Nasi, hello, Nasi. Nasi, voice there, Papa. I said, oh, thank you. I'm so, oh, Nasi voice there, Dodo. And then Nasi said, oh, I'll be waiting. So I thought I was just saying it. And that night I slept and I got Ajeminkwa. It came with meaning. That day, the song came with meaning.
No, hold on. You are saying that you were listening to radio, watching TV?
Radio.
Radio, and you heard a song. And then you actually heard Nasi's voice.
Yes, he was singing with the lady.
Okay.
So the voice got me.
The voice got you.
Like, this guy's voice is nice.
At this point, you were still in the church choir.
Were you singing solo?
You were singing solo?
In the church.
You didn't have plans of becoming a gospel artist?
It wasn't in my plan. I had plans of becoming a lawyer.
A lawyer?
So I had two things, becoming a lawyer or a journalist.
Okay.
So those I didn't have...
Music was nowhere there?
No.
So you called Nasi and you just...
I called him and said, your voice is nice.
Prophetic declaration to have said that I will come and record a song?
No, I thought I was just kidding with him.
Ooh.
Meaning, I thought I was just being funny. Because he actually came out... It was surprising to me the way he was nice.
Responded, yeah?
He responded nicely. And I said, oh, Nasi. And then to know that he's a fantasy, I was just vibing my 3D life. And he said, oh, come, I'll be waiting for you. When are you coming? And I said, when do you want me to come? And then he gave me Monday, 9. Like, fun. And then I laughed and I slept off. I went on.
And that same
night, I got Ajeminkwa. I got a couple of songs. Some of them we recorded, we never released them. Up to now, I say, my brother's also.
Ajeminkwa. This song became a hit song, yeah?
Yeah.
Sing me a line in that song. For the sake of those who do not know.
So the song came to me raw like Adum biepwe odiane so ajimie free mama ni mo ajiminkwa me free oh aji. So I got it raw like this. So Nasi is the one that made us do it. Onyamena dum na jiminkwa.
So
no. Yeah. So the next day, I called and said, "Really, I'm coming." Oh, he says, "Yes, I thought you were coming." I said, I went. Then I was doing my national service. I was doing my national service in VRA. So I went there, and Nazi. Thursday I went. So the workers, they said this hasn't happened before. Thursday I went. We spoke. When you meet somebody, you feel like this is a brother.
Yeah.
We spoke, and he went behind the keyboard. The same day, we did Ajiminkwa.
Really?
The same day. He played it and I sang the worship one. That's how it came originally. So that time he was doing a promotion. He said it was 1,000. That time, 10 million. I only had 600 from, I think it was 700. Yeah, 700 from my national service savings. and I don't know if there's something like spell. I will say, "Hey, someone cast a spell on me." I just went and paid, and we did that song.
Wow.
And
That was it.
I was in the studio for 3 years looking for a producer. Then I realized that no, I went in, so I don't have anybody like I understudied this person, I sang with this person. No, because mine is a raw from the church kind of thing.
Wow.
And that's it.
Who were inspiring your music around that time? I'm just curious.
Around that time, I want to be realistic and I want to be honest. I loved the trio for Ghana. I loved Daughters, the
Daughters of
trio.
Lord Jesus. Yeah.
I loved Tego Sisters, Ma Mary Gansa, those three. But I don't know how, but I loved more of foreign songs. And it wasn't specifically gospel.
Oh, the ma.
Yes.
I had pastor's child.
Yeah. I had a reason. I don't know, but maybe I was born to do this before I knew it.
Tell me
Because
about it.
when I listened to songs, even that time, I listened to every song for a reason. So if I love to listen to R. Kelly that time because of his pitchy and the way he coins his voice. And that's why I listened to R. Kelly. And I love Celine Dion singing because her style of singing wasn't the normal one I knew from part of this world. So I love to listen to, then he'll come down. Then she'll come down. I love that thing. And it felt as if she had some emotions in there. So I listened to her for that reason. So every song, back then I was young, but every song I listened to, I had a reason for listening to it.
I see. You were supposed to be a pastor's kid. Who introduced you to all of those songs?
When you love something, you go after it. You know, Bible says that where your treasure is, there your heart is. I loved music. I think I loved music more than I knew. So long as the song is nice, and I didn't have to sit to listen to songs for a long time before I can sing it. I sing word to word as a child at my age because I get cassette. I buy cassette. I had Walkman.
Oh wow!
At that time, so I loved music. I'll say that if my parents knew much about music and grooming like I know now, I won't let my kids go through all the stress I went through to get to where I am. No. If my parents knew a bit of it, or if I had somebody to groom me, and all things work together for good, so probably I would have started earlier than I did because I loved music. So nobody introduced me,
I see. You found your way to get what you wanted.
I remember somebody says, I bought a new cassette. Come, if you want me to come to your room, just tell me the song you've got. That I think Daughters released a new song. I rushed in there to listen.
Wow.
I go and listen before I know, it's a trap.
Lord have mercy. now, as a pastor's daughter, walk me through childhood. How was it, being a pastor's daughter? I'm sure it tells by your testimony that you got some support from the church, as in giving you the platform to express your music gift. But I'm talking about, growing up as a pastor's kid. How was it?
Looking back on it now, I think it was too much pressure on me.
Oh.
Yes.
How do you mean?
Yes. We in a part of this world, we don't take mental health too serious. But I think it was too much pressure. The pressure to measure up.
Wow.
The pressure to act all good, even when it's not good. It was a pressure. It was a pressure now, more than ever, I think. Because social media is everywhere. But I think that even if you're not happy, you're going to church, you should look happy. And Africa as a whole, we are used to teaching our children to do things under fear rather than love. So even the thing, they say when you're bathing, don't talk or sing. If you sing, your mother will die. In actual sense,
superstition.
You see, the truth would be easy. It's not safe. You have soap on you and all that. So growing up as a pastor's kid had all those things in there. Your pastor's child, you can't do this. I loved telling you that I love to listen to those songs and all that. I would say that it's just God's grace bringing me this far. because I didn't have that personal kind of thing with daddy's girl, that kind of, I didn't get it. But one thing I am very grateful for is that everything I went through as a pastor's child sowed a beautiful seed in me as a child of God. Now I know the word of God without even blinking an eye. I can give you, and that's helping with my composition. Because I don't have to look for the Bible to research to do, because the word is in my heart. So at that time I was reciting the word. I just knew the word by my father. My father can pray and it will become Bible verses all through. And I learned. So I learned from him as apprenticeship. That's how I say it, rather than one-on-one kind of father-children kind of thing. It's a pressure. So if a pastor's wife or a pastor's kid is living her best life, let her live. Let it, because it's hard. It's a lot of pressure. Even when you're not happy, you have to show it. If somebody is offending you, you have to keep up appearance, and we make it look like generally the church is a perfect place, but it's not. The church is just like a hospital filled with all kinds of patients. Some are healing, some are close to death, some are almost healed, some are healed and supporting others. But we look at it as a perfect place, so a pastor's kid shouldn't falter. Hey, so for bampuni. So when you are going out, aside thinking of what God thinks about you, you are thinking of what the church thinks about you. There's a lot of pressure, but it came in handy when I needed it.
So all culminated in that first stanza of your song, eh? If everything...
every pain we go through is too much.
If it were scarce,
I wonder how... I seriously, I wonder how I would look like.
Wow.
I wonder.
I see. You've got a pretty face. Keep it that way.
Thank you. I want it this way. It's wonderful. We just thank God for grace, because if it was like that, it would be terrible, innit?
I can imagine. Wow, I like that, innit? So Rabna, help me out, right? Let's walk through another journey of life, okay? I know that you, after the Nasi hit tune, Jim Kwa, you kind of fizzled out, did you?
I didn't.
Really? Why were you? Because it kind of feels like, who is this new artist, Rabna?
I was the seen unseen.
You want to break that code?
You see, you are around, but nobody's seeing you.
Oh. Because
I did release a couple of songs after Ajiminkwa. Ajiminkwa was 2009. It was a bit of long break to 2013. So that's just about 4 years. I released another song. It didn't do well. It was doing well to a point. Life happened.
I think today's interview is #life.
Life happened, and that one too went down the drain.
Really?
And then I went into hiding, did a couple of things from 2013, 3 years after. So you see, I wasn't missing. About 2016, I brought my last album I brought until these singles. It's called All I Say. I featured Ojo on Wunyumni. It had You Rain. And I personally think that all those songs were equally beautiful songs that could have made it.
What happened?
Jeremiah says that when the time is right, the Lord will make it happen. Maybe the time wasn't right. Maybe the time
you wouldn't attribute it also to the challenges of the industry. Maybe you didn't have money to promote it, or the song was not nice.
I said the second one, I said already. The song, I look back at it now. If I sing any of them, you will say, me friend was saying, me friend Kasawodo, if I sing a Goosebumps, go jump you. Mrs. go jump you. But
how come I feel I'm under attack? For asking,
I'm being personal with you, But unfortunately, we have a proverb. You said, "You are kujin from me."
Pardon?
Yes, pardon. They are crouching from me. So it was just me doing my thing.
Oh, wow.
Financially, everythingly. So you can but do just a little.
Right.
So the third album too came and went unnoticed.
Did you give up
I did.
because of all the
I did.
things you claim you're going through?
I did because I was thinking, personally, I was thinking that if all the money I put in that all those songs, if I had invested it in Folson, if I had invested it in second-hand shoes or anything else, I would have gotten some kind
At this
of
point, were
return.
you doubting that you were called to do this?
I was annoyed.
Oh, wow.
I was angry.
At God.
I was so angry because I tell you, every song I sing with meaning, and I sing with my all. I'm not doing it for me. If I told myself that time, if I had my songs coming, if I say I'm writing a love song, a sensual song, I will write it, no mistake, sing it, you'll fall in love.
Why not? You were listening to Celine Dion. And
So I know how to sing. I sing emotions. I can sing. I just attach emotions. I'm doing it for you. You chose me first, but you gave me my will, and I used my will to choose to do yours. Why are you making me go through all this? And it feels as if me Folson my gospel. I mean, everything, and because of this, I say everything is falling off. Because I work, I get money, I bring it into music, and it's gone, and I'm back to borrowing, and I'm back to begging, and I'm back to this, all in the name of making it work. It's not about the money, but let the song do what you want to. Is it a waste? You don't want to use my song. Now I'll go sing a love song or secular.
wow.
Because I don't know what you're doing.
Just real.
And if I put on my secular moves and go there, I'll do well. And I get support. Because that time, even when you know that this person is supposed to help you, they won't help you.
Because you're doing gospel.
Yes, they won't help you. And the ones that are supposed to help you because they are in gospel. I tell you what, the second one, a year album, we did the song. I didn't just come. It was after Jimmy Nkwa. So we spoke to somebody, a producer. He agreed. With our own money, help us do it. He agreed. We did the whole thing. Everything done. Man no come. We can't find the man. He won't pick my calls. He won't do anything. And we've done the song already. And we have started a couple of things.
Wow.
It's our own money. Just help us. And it went down the drain. And I come back with a third one. And it was hard, to be honest. I'm just a human. I'm only human. I can just take a little. So I was angry with God. And I decided I'll leave music, focus on my life. But the annoying part is that even when I want to leave music, I get songs over songs and songs. So I decided to say I'll sell them.
Okay.
So I've been selling songs for long.
Really?
Yes, I
Gospel
do.
songs.
Gospel songs.
So your song, there are some songs you wrote that are on the airwaves.
Yeah.
But-
And don't ask me.
No, I know you because you have chopped the money already.
No, don't ask me to tell you, because if they go on air and they won't say Rabna Netroya.
That's what I'm saying. That if you sold it there, you have chopped the money already.
No, you can't
maybe
pay
it
me
was
for
part
my.
of the
you
clause.
can't. No, you can't pay me for my creativity.
Okay, tell me one. Tell me one song that you have.
I won't, because I've not got the reason why they won't mention me. I listen to their interviews. They never say Rabna Netroma.
Because they have not asked them.
They asked them,
Really?
did you write the songs? I said, Nyame Adom.
Now me the Ferrabna so.
So I decided to sell the songs and just go on with my life and see what I can do. And it's just life.
So you gave up.
I did.
Did you speak to your father about this? Good morning to Reverend Dr. Prince Ohiniasai.
I didn't.
Did you?
I didn't. I felt unsupported from all sides. I didn't.
Before you launch out crowd, what did your father say to you?
Before I
you
launched.
yes, to do music.
So you want me to discuss what me and my
Not
family
really. I just
discussed?
want to know, what was he telling you? Did he advise you?
To be honest with you, you see the way I went into the studio, it wasn't planned.
Okay.
So he didn't even know I was doing it. I told you I paid Nasi 700. Now I was left with a 300. I didn't have money. I was done with my national service looking for a job. So I didn't have money. So I borrowed from somebody and gave to Nasi. And the person came to collect the money. It's a young friend of mine outside. And my mother saw, he's a man. My house, you don't bring a man in there. My father, Yamosi. So my mother saw us, and my mother came in and said, she called me inside and said, what's it? And I said, I'm owing him 300. Hey, what did you use it for? And I told my mother, and I played some of the song. I said, I give you a couple of the sample CDs. And my mother she was on top of the moon. My mother was so excited, so proud of me. And she gave me the 300. Fakaman.
Wow.
And I went to pay. So it was my mother that knew that I was doing the song. I go and I come back. I have trust issues anyways. So I go, I come and play it for her. I do everything. So my number one fan will always be, even in the grave, my mother.
Why didn't you deal with your father?
My father. At the end of the day, it came back to him.
I know.
At the end of the day, it came back to him, but it couldn't stand. It went back to Nasi for some reason. It's just life, you know. It's just life.
How do you get your songs apart from dreaming about them?
I don't dream about songs.
But the one you received, what was it?
I woke up
the day
singing.
you spoke to.
I woke up singing.
No, you don't.
I'm telling you. I woke up recently. I woke up, was singing another song. I put it down.
Hey,
Fifi,
how is this?
God has blessed me, and these are the things I'm looking at to be grateful, rather than be moaning and groaning about the past and everything.
Wow.
Because God has blessed me. If you want me to sing your new song, sing your new song. I'll sing a song to the one who loved me first, not just for what he's done for me. Hey, tell my manager to record this one. This one, it be like it's sweet. This is my life.
Really?
So I say that
what
my compositions are coming from a source that never dries. It's from him.
Interesting.
So I don't dream about my songs. I hardly do. Sometimes I do put the words down. I have some words in my head. I put it down, and then I try to make a music out of it. But when I open my mouth, when he says that out of your belly shall flow rivers of living waters, this is the life I'm living now.
Wow.
So I'm not scared about measuring up. And it comes from a place when you totally depend on his will. God allowed me to go through all those things so that I'll give him my will. Because I was used to doing things for myself. I didn't trust people to do it for me because they wouldn't do it for me. I was used to people disappointing and failing me. So I felt like I can do it by myself all the time. So he pushed me to that limit that I leave it all. So all those albums I was doing, you remember I said I was angry with God because I thought I was doing all my best. But it's not my best he needs. He just needs me.
Wow.
To work. So when I get up in the morning, I pray, I say, God, I know you will heal people today. I know you will save the lost. I know you will raise the dead. But can you use me? Can I be part of the story? Can I be part, at least, let my song do something? Because I have come to realize that his will is what's best.
Wow.
It is his will.
I see.
I'm not worried about anything again. Because I'm human, things come and get me worried. And I remind myself, if he's brought me this far, he can't take me that far again. He can do it. But it has to be at that place that you give your will. Whoever is listening to me, I encourage you by the mercies of Christ to try this. It works like magic. Give it all. He says, who has ever given me something and I did not give him back? We think of money. Give him your will. Sorry. Give him your will. When you think that this is what I want, you have found the person you want, you have found the job you want. Lord, I want this one, but I leave it to you. Let your will be done. I went to court, and before going to the court, I prayed. Everybody will go to court praying for victory. I didn't pray for victory. I prayed for his will.
Wow.
And I said that if you want me to lose this case, it's fine. It means it's the best for me. Those are the kind of prayers to pray and you're crying because you know that you wish you didn't have to say it. Like Jesus said, not my will, but yours. Because he knows that if it is his will could be to die. If we can get to that level, God does a lot. That thing you're going through, whatever thing you're going through, tell him, Lord, it hurts, but I leave it to you. When it's your time, do it. I remember before I was coming to Ghana a couple of months back, I had hot oil going on my face. And to think that I wasn't worried about my face. I was coming to Ghana in 2 days to go on media tours and all that. I was going to do the church tour and I was not worried about my face because I've gotten to that level that I know that he will do whatever he wants to do if only I give him the chance. That's where I am in life now.
Thanks for sharing this.
Thank you.
At this point, I want to take a breather. This is a Rabna. Once upon a time, she was a head girl at was it Abuakwa State College? Right?
The things you know, you.
It is finished. Ata.
So cast your burdens upon him, he cares. And lay your worries at his feet, at the feet of the cross of the King. Hey, Yahweh, whoa. Hey, Yahweh, whoa.
Side into your life. Esunya manye nyinara. Finish. Ahana barbrese nyinara. Okay, that's the Rabna music, and this is her latest single. Actually, it's following after This Far. I'm kind of wondering whether she actually woke up singing this one too, right? Back to you, Rabna. I love the song, man. It's beautiful. You are gifted, and it goes without saying because the songs are there to prove. Now, where did you get this one from, or how did you get this?
I got it in the shower.
Oh, really? That place.
Yeah.
With a mindset, did you go in with a mindset of getting a song? Or?
No, I went in with a bit of, I was anxious about something. I was worried about something. And so when I was going into the shower, so when I started to pour water on me, then I felt somebody telling me it is finished. And when I heard it, so I made another song out of it. When I heard it is finished, I felt my shoulders relax. And when you're tense, and I felt relaxed. And then I opened my mouth and I started singing, because I just started singing with the word of God. So I came to look for that quotation. I sang to, in him was life, and the life was light of men. And I knew the next one. I changed it to chi. When I came back, I looked for the quotation to find what's next. And I saw there was a man called John the Baptist. No, that's not the one I want to talk about. And so that's where I got to. There was a man sent from heaven. His name is Jesus Christ. He gives life. He is life.
Wow.
That's how I got the song.
You got it.
So what I'm thinking now is, what I think I'm doing is sharing my personal place with God, with people. Because every song I have out there and coming is a song that came to comfort me. It was a personal message God gives me when I'm a bit unsure, so I'm afraid. There's one song I have, didn't make it to the new album, upcoming album, but it's there. It says, I know you're God, you're almighty, but just that when things get tough and the journey gets rough, my heart begins to worry. So give me rest. Help me to rest in you.
I'll put a melody on it. I've recorded it.
It won't work.
Oh my goodness.
So that's, I think
Wow.
I just share what I go through. That's why when I sing, you will know that it's personal. I'm not writing songs for people. No, it's
You're
my
not
personal
writing it
thing.
for the hits.
Yeah, because if I'm writing songs for the hits, just the hit, it's not easy to talk about the cross, salvation, and you think it will hit. But when it's my personal place, I'm talking salvation. I know that I'm the one God has chosen to do it, so I will do it. I will package Jesus for you, even when you don't want it. By the time you know, you have taken it, you have eaten it.
Quite interesting there.
My
Right?
agenda is spiritual.
On a lighter note, was it cold water or hot water when you were going to shower for that song? To
And
come?
on a lighter note, it's hot. Insurance.
Please, hello, Folson. Tell Rabna her songs are inspired, especially This Far. Okay, I can relate with the lyrical content of This Far. God is good. Emmanuel Houston from Germany. Hi, Emmanuel. God bless you. You better wait for the album. Fifi, I'm not entitled to this life. I live, but I live, right? Irabna Vida, I share your name. That's God bless you, Fifi, for bringing her to the studio today. Can't hold my tears. Oh, no, be God again, God day. And 40 will bless you. Charlie, this is your song, This Fire. What do you think it has done to the world?
It's doing the same thing it's doing to me, to the world.
What is it doing
Because
to
that's
you?
what I prayed. The night we were releasing the song, I was praying and I was in tears. My father was visiting, so he was next door, and I was in tears. And I said, God, I know what this song does to me. Make it do the same thing it's doing to me, to them. So it was ticking to midnight because it was going, and I was praying, I was crying. Because when I hear the song, it reminds me of, I don't know if it happens to people. It reminds me of all the pain I've been through, all the troubles I've been through. It doesn't leave me there bitter, but it brings me to a place of gratitude. And I'm grateful that I'm still here. And I'm surprised I'm still here. So I know it would do, because people have to, when you forget where you are coming from, it's easy to feel that God hasn't done anything. Sometimes you have to look back on your shoulders and pat yourself because you've been through a lot. You have done well, even if you have failed. You have done a bit well. So we look at now and we forget, because it's the same God. If God, Israelites did it, they forgot that the God that opened the sea for them is still with them. He can give them food. If we forget the things he's done before, because that's how we have our faith.
Wow.
It comes by looking at the provision he has given before, so that we can focus on the provider rather than the provision. So I know he's doing the same thing to people, because it reminds me of all the things. Play it 10 times. It would do the same thing. It reminds me of every of the pain I've been through, every disappointment, everything that came to mess me up. And then I come to a place of gratitude. I'm like, I'm still here.
Yeah.
And it's just your grace. It's enough. I may not be where I want to be in life. I may not have all I want to have in life, but I'm still here. I'm grateful.
And grateful. Well, confession, when I heard the song for the first time, I shed tears too. It hit me. Yeah, it just hit me like that. The
Man, no
lyrical
cry.
content.
Man, no cry.
How do we find your songs? Where are they?
My songs are on all the streaming platforms. Boomplay, Audiomack, Spotify, Apple Music, on YouTube. And I will take this opportunity to thank everybody that's streaming, because the streaming is nice. I like the way you are supportive and listening. And remember that as you're listening and watching and it's blessing you, you're blessing me, because I get paid. I'm not selling CDs. That's how I get paid to do more.
Right.
So I thank you for listening and sharing. Share with other people. I say that if you share my songs, you are saving lives you don't know you're saving. So please help me do. My agenda is spiritual. Help me do it.
What does that mean though?
I told you, I'm getting through. I call myself the soul gospel singer. I'm getting through to souls. The reason is that Bible says that be transformed by the renewal of your minds. We neglect we want to appeal to the heart. That's what we do. But we're supposed to appeal to the minds now. We renew their minds and we get the transformation. So my target is the mind. I want to mess up with the head again and take back what the devil has put in there. Right. We take it out and we restore ourselves. We can only get out of anxiety, our down moments, our hard times, if we remember his word that says, I am with you always. It is finished. My grace is sufficient. We need to do that. Those are the things we have to do. So my agenda is spiritual. I'll package Jesus for you. He's the light of the world. He's the one you need to get out of the darkness. So I'll package him for you. By the time you know, you have taken it, you have eaten it, you don't know it's Jesus.
So your handle is Irabna.
My handle is Irabna Music.
Okay.
Irabna Music. So it's EWURA, then ABENA MUSIQ. Instead of C. So my music comes with Q instead of C.
Okay.
And I have Irabna too on Facebook. If you hit me anywhere, I'm very open for messages. Send me.
Okay. Irabna is on fire, Charlie. There is this sincerity in her voice when she's singing. I so love it. I think I told you that before. Yeah. There's this sincere. You're wow. And you're right to have said that you give your all when you are singing. You know, and God bless you for that. Well, do you remember Kingsley Sapong? He says, Abinahum, God bless you. Get in touch. God bless you. I'm trying to remember his song. Just remind me of your song. Yeah, you know. Yeah. He's one of the finest old school gospel musicians ever. Yeah. How come the song just recently? I think it was added to one of those tunes by M Praise with Pastor Edwin Datson. Anyways,
Is he the one?
Yeah, he's the one. I need to bring him here. Right. It's been a while. Where has he gone to? So, well, before we go, though, you are gunning for some awards at the VGMA. Wow.
What God cannot fix was never broken in the first place.
I've got 2 minutes to talk about this.
If you want to vote, please vote for me.
You are in which category?
Songwriter of the Year. Can you imagine?
Wow.
After all these years.
This far got in there.
Yeah. God is good.
After all these years.
And then Gospel Song of the Year. Can you imagine? And the most, can you imagine? New Artist of the Year.
Yeah, I know that.
See, all the years at the Locusts and the Cacaworms and everything has taken away, God can give you back. I'm telling you. After 14 years, I get to go on the new artist because I have never even filed for an award before.
Yeah.
I've never been nominated. So
And that was the explanation for the category for you
Yeah.
coming on, that once you have never been introduced to the board or, as it were, gotten a nomination before, you've got something good, and
So
it's
I'm
put it
there,
out there,
and
right.
I'm happy, and I'm celebrating.
Wow.
So please vote for me. It would be nice to come back with all the three, and it's fine if we get, fine if we don't get. In fact, we are doing a bigger commission to save souls. That's what we're doing.
Right.
The recognition itself is enough. I mean, it makes me smile to know that I've been recognized for creativity.
Right.
It's nice. I just
Beautiful.
hope heaven is also smiling. That's my target.
Indeed. Well, my time is up. I got to wrap it up. So you live in where? Ghana, London?
I'm everywhere, as a matter of fact. Okay.
So when we need you, we'll get you.
Just call.
Do you want us to contact you via social media, right?
If you can call to, it's fine. Let me not say O in Ghana.
It's okay.
054 0540 993 540.
Wow.
If you call this number, it's fine. If you want to WhatsApp it or send us email or Instagram, whatever. I'm very active on social media because I know people need to talk sometimes. I've got a couple of people who call and vent. I'm ready to listen to you. I've been there.
Let me do this before I go. My boss, he's part of the people who trained me to do what I'm doing here. He said, hello, bro. This lady has natural talent for real, and she's got a style. Great singer. This is a Pakwesi Akom PK. What a joy to have you. Wow, it's an
Thank
honor.
you.
He has never sent me a message before. You came here and then he has sent me a message here on the
bless.
show. Charlie, the woman in song The Biwa, impressive. This is Busu. Yes, Felix Donto, aka Busu. What a joy to have you connected. Man, all these fantastic people, they don't remind me of today you come and see. I'm enjoying your program, my dear. This is Auntie Mary Opinton. Mommy, bless you as well. It was Wajiwa who sent the earlier message that, Charlie, the sincerity in your voice. Yeah?
That lady is a wonderful one. She sent me a voice note saying, I'm sending the song to all my pastor friends. This is gospel.
Oh, that's
Thank
it.
you.
That's
Where's
it.
your doctor? Thank you, doctor.
She's a fantastic woman, yeah. God bless you so very much. Well, my time is up. I got to go. Thank you so very much, Eben, your manager, for also making sure you came through.
Thank you for
It's
having
such a
me.
joy. I need to bring you back maybe next time singing, all of that. So let's connect, okay?
We
God
will.
bless you. I believe in your ministry, and I love what you do. I think
done
you're
that for
gifted.
so long.
Yeah, I just know that you're a gift to the body of Christ, and like you said, at the right time,
He'll
the
make it
Lord
happen.
will make it happen, and indeed He has done that. Well, so family, it's been a great time with Irabana. Okay, if you're finding her, she likes to say that
My era is
yeah,
E,
I know,
not
right?
A, so that you don't get messed up.
Okay, family. So on that note, I'd like to say a big thank you to all of you for sticking and staying with us on Up Close. And the whole of reason is Jesus. We're back going in next week. I have another fantastic guest. Iggy is coming up next with Countryland. And having said that, I think that there's a shout out here. It says happy birthday to my wife, Mrs. Peace Asante of Cardiothoracic Center, Kolebu. I celebrate you today and always from your husband, Hayford Asante, and the children. Okay, that came in right. Hope I don't have any hanging. If I do, forgive. Well, Bishop Dr. Yahweh says hello to you. Okay, so family, may God's grace see all of us through every life's race with an extra pace no enemy can chase. My name is Fifi Folson, the Christocentric guy. Follow me across social media, FIFIFOLSON. Let's be friends. I'm back next week.